eyes can see the colors and forms cannot see the eyes. Mind can know the quality of the eyes, but the eyes can never know the mind. The consciousness expresses as the mind, but the mind can never know what the consciousness is like. Therefore, this Vishayi, this absolute self, the reality, the Brahman, can never become an object of knowledge, and therefore it cannot be called as idruk like this. Therefore, na aksha vishaya. And second thing, there is no parokshata. Paroksha means because somebody told that there is a hell and heaven, therefore we accept. Do we accept our presence because somebody told? We don't require anybody's certificate unless you have to go and collect your pension from the bank. When you go to the bank to collect your pension, you have to show your certificate. You are still alive. इसमें डेट तो लिखी नहीं. How can you be alive? See? Therefore, neither we are an object of knowledge, nor we know ourselves through some agency. And therefore, the self can never be spoken of. The self is like this or like that. This is the meaning. So, akshanam vishayistvigdruk parokshastadrukuchyate vishayi naksha vishayaha svatvan na asya parokshata. Being oneself, it is immediate. It is not to be listened or heard from somebody. There was on the battlefront, so many people died. So the truck went to collect the dead bodies, pile them up and take for disposal. So one above another, dead bodies were kept. And two sentries standing there in that truck with the gun, the hand, this rifle in their hand. And the truck was going, lalabi, lalabi, tak, 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 tak. And then one of the person who was on the top in that pile of dead bodies, because of that movement and the fresh air, he became alive because he was never dead. So he started moving. Where are we going? The sentry said, come on, shut up, you are dead. He said, no, I am not dead. Brigadier Saab told, do you know more than him? See, even the Nobel laureate comes and tells us that we are not there, we will not accept. And therefore, it is necessary for us to recognize this experience. Whether waking is there or not, dream or not, etc., our presence continues to be as it is. And when we are told, sense organs, mind and intellect does not function, what should be the spiritual practice? Let us no more be slaves of our sense organs, of our mind, of our intellect. Slavery because of the sense organs is called as the impact of desire. Slavery of the mind is called as impact of emotions. And the slavery of the intellect is called as the obsession of a strong personality. These three things we have to give up. See? Unless I get a particular thing, I don't enjoy my food. Slavery over the tongue. See? And if I went there, but nobody even said to me anything, please come and sit. I had to go. So I will never go there again. See? constantly seeking attention. Such people are emotional wrecks. See, our Swami Akhandanji told something very good. When we told him that we will come and pick you up, receive you and take to the lecture, he said, you don't have to come, we will manage. Then he said, by your coming and receiving me, I am not going to become big. And if you don't come, I am not going to become small. I am what I am. See the beauty. In your marriages, if you are from the girl side and boy side, those who are from the boy side, they think they are the Sakshat Narayana. Because they are so prestigious. Even in the order of writing their names, it becomes an issue. Mera naam niche likha hai. Nobody reads it other than you. Have you ever read any wedding invitation? At least I have not read. Acha, aa gaya? Acha, theek hai. What is there to read? The same thing. Don't forget to bring the gift. That is a reminder when they write. Don't forget, don't bring the gift. It's a reminder, oh, I had to take a gift. See, friends. Therefore, come to recognize this. We have to transcend our slavery to the objects. Then only we can go beyond the sense organs. No more emotional breakage every now and then. And third, obsessions. Many times you must have come across. People are, in Hindi, we call them jiddi. What they want, that alone should happen. See? I am a victim of that. When we go to so many houses for taking food, that is one of my professional hazard. Now, what I want to eat, they will never allow me to eat. I have to eat according to their choice. No, take some more. No, I can't eat. No, please take some more. And if they are Punjabi, gone. Punjabis are terrible host. They are actually hostile. They are not host. In Delhi it happened. I don't know where is that Amma living or dead. Many years before, I had to catch a flight from airport at about 7 o'clock. So about 6 o'clock or earlier that we have to go and drive about 1 hour. So about 5 o'clock we have to leave. So 4 o'clock I got up, finished my bath, and this old lady says, Swamiji, I have prepared paratha for you. I said, Mama, 4 o'clock who can eat paratha? You can eat, I am preparing. I said, but I can't eat in the morning at 4 o'clock paratha. No, kaise ho sakta? You have to eat. I said, Mama, I cannot eat. No, I will not allow you to go. I said, if you compel me, I will never come to your house. That we will see later. Now you eat. See? And she made me, very old lady, almost 85. That time I was young. So she made me eat in the morning, 4 o'clock. First was aloo ka paratha, then gobi ka paratha, and then muli ka paratha. See? And then I became paratha. I can't know. See? And this is what they call love. It is not love. Duragraha is not love. See, friends, people are so obsessed. It is just an example. But you will see everything in this world. The parents want the children to be exactly like this. They don't allow them to grow all the time on them like a big banyan tree below which no plant can grow. And then such children become bonsai. Therefore, to know the truth, we have to go beyond these three. This is what Bhagavan told Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita chapter 3. When Arjuna asked why we go the wrong way, although not willing, yet we go the wrong way. What is the reason? There the teacher says, Kama esha krodha esha rajoguna samudbhava. It's because of the virus called as desire. And where does it affect? It is functioning from three portals. One is Indriyani Mano Buddhi Asyadhisthana Uchyate. This desire virus is operational from the sense organs, mind and the intellect. Then Tasmatvam Indriyani Adau Niyamya Bharatarshava. Therefore, hey Arjun, start from the sense organs. And thereafter, you go beyond all the three. Going beyond all the three is getting established in one's essential nature. Indriyani parani ahu, indriyebhya param manaha, manasastu para buddhihi, yo buddhehe paratastu saha. In the last but one verse, in the third chapter, the teacher says that the sense organs are beyond the objects, the mind is beyond the sense organs, and the intellect is beyond the mind, and that which is beyond the intellect is the Paramatma. Evam buddhehe param buddhva. Thus, going beyond the intellect, you come to recognize your essential nature. And therefore, this language of how like what Paramatma is redundant. It has no meaning. This is the meaning. Now, after having done this, now the topic is further elaborated. Avedyopya aparokshataha swaprakasho bhavatyayam satyam jnanam anantam cheti astiha brahma lakshanam. So now we have come to this conclusion that this Paramatma, the self, is not an object of knowledge, but it is the absolute subject without objectivity. We have come to this. And this Paramatma, the self, is Swaprakasha, self-determined, self-illumined. Two things. After having told this, now the second thing. Brahman, the reality, the Paramatma, is Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Now what is the purpose of telling this thing? Be very attentive. Simply to accept that I am the Atma or the Self is not enough. See, what will happen if we stop here? I am the Baba Atma. Public is not Atma. That is a completely erroneous understanding. See, we look upon the world as we have accepted ourselves to be. When I think myself to be the body, then the whole world is nothing but young and old, man and woman, etc. If I consider myself to be associated with the conditioning of money, therefore I am poor, then the world is divided into two, poor and the rich. If I consider myself to be a sannyasi, then the world is divided into those who are married and those who are happy. See? In this manner, we see the world what we have seen ourselves. And if we have recognized ourselves to be this absolute reality, then other than the absolute reality, there is nothing else. This is the purpose. So simply knowing aham, I am the self is not enough. Then the next step comes. What is the nature of this self? There it comes aham brahmasmi. The same reality pulsating in and through the total inert and the sentient world. See. And it is for this purpose the teacher gives Brahma Lakshanam Satyam Jnanam Anantam Chaiti. Now after having given this, so what is the next step? Now we have to properly investigate, contemplate and prove that the self, what we have recognized ourselves to be, is the self alone expressing through everything. Otherwise, what will be the wrong understanding? Behind the bulb, there is a light electricity. Behind the fan, there is a mobile electricity. Behind the amplifier, there is a noisy electricity. No. Electrical energy is common. If we have understood the electrical energy behind the bulb, we have understood the electrical energy behind all the gadgets in the whole universe, is it not? If we have recognized ourselves to be the self, the Atma, and if that recognition leads to this funny kind of understanding, I have understood electricity behind the light, it is the light electricity, but what about other gadgets? Then our understanding is completely erroneous. See, friends. And therefore, only recognition that I am the self is not enough. We have to further go and investigate that the self is the one expressing in and through the totality. It is here the Karmakandis, the Yogis, the Sankhyas, the devotees, they are lost because according to them, per head there is one Atma. See? And therefore, one Atma goes to the heaven, other goes to the hell. And whole life is spent only in that. Swamiji, what will happen? I'll tell you how we go wrong way of thinking. There is a lady in Bombay, very nice one. Regularly she is coming for that satsang, etc. Her, mother-in-law was a terrible monster. Now this lady whom I am talking about, she is also a mother-in-law. She has grandchildren also. So her mother-in-law lived up to 99 years or maybe 100 years. And not for a day or two, more than 50 years, this mother-in-law tortured this daughter-in-law. Everything. Yet she has taken it as her sadhana and she looked after her mother-in-law. Even her own son was telling his wife, why do you bother so much about mom? She is like that, what can I do? He said, don't worry, I will take care. And she was really serving her mother-in-law. Last few months I have seen, she will not take anything given by the mother-in-law, even the medicine, she will throw away. Like that, anger against the daughter-in-law. And like this, when it went, one day she died. After everything was over, the daughter-in-law came and asked me, Swamiji, I have got question about my mother-in-law. So what is that? You know, she was Jain. I said, yes. She was a terrible monster. Yes. But do you know? She died on Vaikuntha Ekadashi. Now, will she go to Vaikuntha? I said, Mama, for our sake, we will say yes and finish the topic. They said, no, not that way. I don't want that. I want to know the truth. And she's so deeply involved in study of Vedanta. I said, look here. You have got a lottery ticket and the number is awarded the lottery. But you don't know that. And then you give your clothes for washing to the washing lady. And when she takes and checks all the pockets, she sees the one ticket and she just skips it. And after that, when she goes home, she remembers, oh, there was one ticket, let me go and check. She checks. And she gets 10,000 crore rupees. Now that ticket was yours. Did you get it? Why? Because it was not included in your knowledge. Gain is always through knowledge. Now that lady who died on Vaikuntha Ekadashi, did she know that she is dying on Vaikuntha Ekadashi? It is you who are imagining. See, friends, Nayamatma balahinena labhyaha. Those who are weakling, no, don't say like that, I want to go to Vaikuntha. And what will do there after going there? Same thing. See? Because I, the Jiva, is separate. He will go to hell, but I will go to Vaikuntha. No. Bhagavad Gita, 13th chapter. Bhagavan says, Idam shariram kaunteya kshetramitya vidhiyate etadyo vettitam prahu kshetrajna iti tadvidaha. Hey Arjun, body is the kshetra and the knower of the body is the kshetrajna. So what will be your understanding? As many bodies, so many kshetrajna or the jiva, or so many will be the souls. Like as many shoes, so many souls. But the next verse, Bhagavan says, Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. Hey Arjun, I am the one who is expressing as kshetrajna in and through all the bodies in this universe. See? Lights, bulbs may be many. Light is one. Where is the sin, merit, pa, punya, hell, heaven? Get out of this. Otherwise, whole life will be only lost in that. See, friends. And if we abide in this knowledge, our life will become so decent. See, all the great masters abiding in this knowledge, their life was not licentious like animals. See, therefore, we have to now establish that the self which we have recognized is of the nature of Brahman. That is, there is one reality which alone is expressing through all. Satyatvam badharahityam jagat badhaika sakshinaha badaha kim sakshiko bruhi natu asakshika ishyate. Now Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Now first we will take the word Satyam. What is the meaning of the Sat, Satya, the truth? What is the meaning of that? Satyameva jayate. Satya. What is that Satya? Satyatvam badharahityam. That which can never be negated is the Satya, is the Sadvastu. Now find out what can never be negated. See? The waking world is negated the moment body identification is dropped. The dream world is negated the moment identification with the modifications of the mind are dropped. The deep sleep is negated the moment identification with the absence of the earlier two is dropped. Samadhi is negated because it begins in time, it ends after some time. So, Satyatvam Badharahityam, that which can never be negated is called as Sat. And Jagat Badhaika Sakshinaha. And the one who is negating the world, he continues to be, but the world gets negated. He in whose presence the world gets negated, but he who can never be negated is called as the Sadvastu. See? Therefore, Badaha King Sakshiko Bruhi. Can there be negation without somebody negating it? See? One child was asked, go and find out who is there in that room. So the child didn't go. Nobody is there, Mummy. How do you know? No, I think. No thinking. Go and find out. So absence also demands authentication by the presence. Unless somebody is present, the absence cannot be established. Therefore, Badaha Kim Sakshiko Bruhi. How can you establish the negation? There has to be someone. Therefore, Natu Asakshika Ishyate. Because in the absence of the witness or someone, the negation cannot be established. Apaniteshu murteshu yamurtam shishyate viyat shakkeshu baditeshu ante shishyate yat tadevatat. See, example is given. When a form is removed, what remains? We will say nothing. See, like, I keep this what you call remote control on my palm and show you. What is here on my palm? Remote control. Very good. Then I remove it. Now what is there? Nothing. So I take the same hand and give you one. Nothing. Maharaj, the object is removed, but the hand is still there, which was supporting that object. See, when the forms are removed, the formless space remains. Space doesn't go anywhere. Therefore, apaniteshu murteshu, when the forms are removed, apaniteshu, then yamurtam shishyate viyat. Viyat is the space, shishyate remains. So what remains is the formless space. In the same manner, shakkeshu baditeshu ante. When all that which can be negated, when you go on negating, then we come to a point where further negation is not possible. Whatever is unable to be negated, that is that. See? Colors and forms are negated when eyes close. Eyes are negated, we come to the mind. Mind is negated, we come to the consciousness. Consciousness can never be negated. Nobody can experience the following things. Number one, one's birth, growth, modification and death. Nobody can experience. And therefore, one's absence. Second thing, nobody can experience. One is inert. Because the experiencer cannot be inert. This is our experience. And yet, we doubt. Show me God. Who is talking? God alone is talking. See, friends. Therefore, shakkeshu baditeshu ante. This is what is the process of negation. Neti. So first of all, we reject the world. How do we reject the world? By wisdom, discrimination, understanding. See, the world is existing not anywhere away, but only in our sense organs. See, in Bhavnagar, there is one factory, one Mr. Mehta, a great person. I really adore him. In his fact, he has got, these plastic ties, which are used for tying the things, on the airport, that kind of disposable ties. So he took me in his factory, and I was so tired. I said, hey, I won't come. He said, please come, only for 2 minutes. So I had to go, I went. And after I went, I was so thrilled. I said, good, I have come. In his factory, except the person on the front desk, everybody is physically challenged. Everyone. All the laborers. 100%. And he said, he was showing me, he said, Sanjay, I'll take you to one particular section and see that. It was a hall, not very big. And then there were about 8 or 10 machines. And it was terrible sound. Khot. It is difficult to stand there for 10 minutes. Or 8 machines simultaneously working. And 8 persons working very comfortably there. I said, hey, let's go out, enough. He said, no, let us wait for 2 minutes. I said, no, I cannot. He said, okay, let's go. After going out, he asked me, can you imagine how many hours these boys work behind the machine? I said, maybe 10-20 minutes. No, Swamiji. They give full duty, 8 hours. How come? They are deaf. So for them, the sound has no existence. So where is this world? And what is the world? World is nothing but Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. So where is this world? The world is in sense organs. Therefore, Tasmatvam Indriyani Adav Niyamya Bharadashava. If we have to start our spiritual practice, our faculties must be under our control. Then we really are progressing towards our own being. Then from the sense organs we come to the mind. Mind is a place where experiences of joy and sorrows happen. So let the joy, sorrows happen. We have freedom to get identified or not to get identified. Don't get identified what is shown by the mind as pain or no pain, and thus go beyond the mind. Then we come to the intellect, where there is the doership. I am doing, and then suffer. So give up the doership. When these three things are done, then we have started slowly migrating from the periphery of our personality towards the center of our being. This is what is called a spiritual practice. And if we have really reached our own being, then from that standpoint, like from the water standpoint, there is nothing like ocean and waves. In the same manner, the one who is established in his absolute, for him, there is nothing like somebody is sinful and somebody is good, somebody is bad. They don't exist apart from him. So, shakkeshu baduteshu ante shishyate yat tadeva tat. That which remains after everything is negated, that is that. Sarva badhena kinchit yanya kinchit tadevatar bhasha evatra bhidyante nirmadham tavadastihi. If somebody says after everything is rejected or negated, sarva badhe na kinchit, there is nothing that is remaining. See, there was a school and a teacher was teaching the children. See, there was a red snake and he came and he ate a frog. Halfway he could eat because frog was bigger and the snake could go only halfway and neither he can throw away nor he can gulp it. He was struggling. Children listening with great attention. Then the yellow snake came and the yellow snake started eating the same frog. And slowly, he ate that frog and the snake also. Then what remained? Only the yellow snake. Understood? So one child said, "Sir, I have also seen like this." What did you see? He started the same thing. I saw a red snake, came halfway, he stopped while eating the frog. Then yellow snake came, he stopped halfway. Then by that time, the first red snake, he was fresh because he has taken rest. Then he started eating. Then he got tired. Then the yellow snake started. Thus, both of them ate each other and there was nothing left. See, genius is indeed. So here the teacher says, when everything is rejected, nothing remains. Are Baba, nothing, what you call nothing is Paramatma. Bhasha, only language you are getting lost. See friends, if our country is going to dogs, it is only because of the obsession for the language. See? Otherwise, there is no reason why we are divided. So, bhasha evatra bhidyate. You may call it as nothing, but there is. So, bhasha evatra bhidyante nirbadham tavadasti. The one which is never negated continues to be. Now, you can call that by any name. You call it Brahman, you call God, you call any name. That truth can never be negated. Therefore, ata eva shrutir badhyam badhitva shesha etyadaha sa esha neti neti atmeti atad vyavrutti rupataha. And therefore, in the scriptures, in the Upanishad, this is what is done. Neti neti. Not this, not this, not this, not this. So you keep on negating to such an extent that there is no further negation possible. And thus, we come to the truth which cannot be negated. Now see how it will be. See, this is a mic and this is a book. They are two. Why they are two? Because in between there is neither a mic nor a book. Good. In between, where there is nothing, who has established there is nothing between the two? Someone who is present, is it not? So the one who is present in the absence can never be negated. Is it not? Our deep sleep experience is an experience of only absence. See, there we know nothing. But in that, knowing nothing, there has to be someone present. Then only that nothingness is authenticated. See? And therefore, Upanishad tells us, neti neti, you go on rejecting to such an extent, when you are no more able to reject anything, then wherever we reach, that is our essential nature. So, atad vyavrutti rupataha. All that which can be negated, go on negating. Now be attentive. Isn't it the same thing we do every day when we go to sleep? What is the process of sleep? The process of sleep is we start negating everything.